just muted me, so I couldn't actually argue. But
no. Answer the question.
You did. No, I did. I disagree.
Can you get B12 from nutritional yeast and mushrooms?
Not the daily recommended.
Yes, you can. You can absolutely can. You can get 5 micrograms from just 100 grams of mushrooms. That's like 2 or 3.
Mike is very well known. First of all, you didn't know it was an amino acid.
Stop.
First of all, you didn't know it was an amino acid.
Stop.
That's pretty fundamental.
Stop.
Okay.
What is the daily recommendation of B12? Do you know?
Yeah, I do. You just spouted some rubbish about 12. Like, mate, honestly, you cannot as well. First of all, you didn't know it was an amino acid. That's a fundamental flaw in your logic.
Sir, answer the question.
Why?
What is the daily recommendation for B12?
I assume you're going to tell me.
It's 2.4 micrograms, okay?
And what is B12?
How much?
And what is B12?
And how much does 100 grams of
B12?
Sir,
and what,
sir,
what is B12?
Sir, stop. How much does 100 grams of shiitake mushrooms give you in terms of B12?
Nowhere near the recommended allowance.
Wrong. It gives you 5.4 micrograms, double the amount you need.
Do you know what B12 is and why?
Okay, great.
You know
Stop.
what its function is?
Sir, now your job is...
You don't know the structure of the debate, man.
Sir, your job is to now refute the claim I just made. Can you
I'm refuting the claim. Do you know what B12's function is?
How is that relevant?
Oh, no, it's entirely relevant. I'm trying to lead into a good question.
Sir, you can get B12.
You can't deflect. Don't deflect. Please answer my question. Do you know why B12 is so fundamental?
Sir, can you refute the claim I just made?
Yes, absolutely. It's well known. It's well documented.
Refute it.
You cannot get all 12 essential amino acids.
Oh my god.
All 9 essential amino acids.
Oh my god. Guys. You need 2.4 micrograms of B12 to be healthy. Shiitake mushrooms, 100 grams, which is like a handful, if that, gives you 5.4 micrograms. Go look it up. Go look this up. Okay? That is double the amount you need to be healthy. So your job as a guest is to refute that claim. If you can't refute it, just tell me and we can cut you off, right? But please give arguments and evidence. Don't just keep repeating yourself. You guys are saying I'm wrong, but you never show it. I can show you. I can claim to you that B12 is produced by mushrooms and nutritional yeast, and you get plenty of it. For example, here, nutritional yeast provides 35 to 80% to 100% of vitamins B1 and B2. It even has 7 times the amount of B12 you need. 17 micrograms in one serving of nutritional yeast. Okay? Now your job as a non-vegan is to refute that. If you can't, then go away. That's how debates work. You don't get to make your claim and repeat it and act as if you win. Hey, what do you got for us?
Mike, how you doing?
Great. What do you got?
Riling people up, man. Hey, being a vegan and you're also an atheist is if you eat meat, do you believe that's an objective moral wrong?
No, I don't. There is no absolute wrong or right.
Well, it seems like you've been, yelling at people because they eat meat because they're saying that animal feels pain and all this other stuff that it's morally wrong.
Yeah. Do you like to cause pain to others? Do you like to cause abuse and cruelty to others?
Is that wrong?
Is it wrong to you?
I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Tell me if it's absolutely wrong.
Yes, it's wrong to me, sir. Is it wrong to you?
It's wrong to you. Why?
Because I don't like to cause others a cruelty and abuse. I don't like that.
But do you think we should intervene when animals brutally kill other animals or when animals eat their young?
No, I'm not Ace Ventura. I can't go into nature and stop a lion from doing that, sir.
Does that bother you? Does that bother you?
No, sir, because that's called nature, right? But we are not in nature. We have planes and cars.
Yes, we are nature. We are nothing but animals.
Sir, we have civilization. No, we are in civilization. We have grocery stores, sir. Okay, we're not Tarzan. Okay, so again, maybe if you were Tarzan, I would agree with you, but we're not Tarzan anymore. We're civilized Homo sapiens who have.
Not everybody has access to grocery stores in the world.
Do you? I'm
a half hour away.
Great. So why aren't you vegan?
Why aren't I vegan?
Yeah.
Because I like to be healthy.
I'm healthy too.
We
So
we
are
are well.
vegans.
We are designed to eat many different foods. I'm not saying you should eat meat every day,
Sir, I'm
but we
asking
can.
you, sir, I'm
Oh, we're
asking
not
you,
designed.
I'm asking you, why do we have to eat the animals and why is it necessary?
Why do we have to eat it? I'm not saying we have to eat it.
Okay,
It's
so,
preference.
okay, great. So if we don't
You're
have,
saying it's
okay,
morally.
okay,
You're making a claim
okay.
saying it's morally wrong.
Yes, to me it's morally wrong, and I'm trying to
Oh,
come
just
to an,
so so to you,
guys. I'm trying to come to an agreement here, right? I'm trying to make you agree that it's wrong to cause cruelty and abuse. Do you agree with that?
you have no basis to say anything is morally wrong with
Yes,
not
I do. It's
believing
called,
in. No, you don't.
yes,
It's your
I don't.
opinion. It's your opinion.
Yes,
It's
it's
not
my opinion,
objective.
and it's shared
It's
with
not
many other.
objective.
It doesn't
It's
need to
not
be objective.
objective.
Why does it?
Yes,
Why
it
does it?
does.
Sir, why does it have to be objective?
You make it sound like it's objective.
No. Exactly. Why does it have to be objective, though?
Is it wrong?
Yeah.
Why? That's an objective moral
Sir,
claim.
no, it's not an objective claim. It's a subjective claim. I'm saying it's wrong to
Okay,
me.
then
And if
I don't
you
believe
agree,
it's wrong.
sir, and if you agree that it's wrong to abuse, then you should be vegan too. See, it's called an internal
What if
critique.
they're not abused? Do you agree to put
You're still
animals to
killing them.
sleep?
Well, you're still killing them, and that's
Do you
abuse to
think
me.
it's cruel to put an animal down at the pound?
No,
To
because
put
they are
dogs.
suffering, and they are suffering, and that death is
Oh,
justified.
okay. Here you go. No,
But
so
when it
here you
comes to
go.
a cow, minding its own
Not
business,
in
that
every
is wrong
instance.
to
It's
me.
not in sustainable farming.
Right. It is never okay for me to take someone
You're
who doesn't have to die and kill them. That's wrong to me. That's abuse.
except when you're eating all your ready-made soy stuff and everything else. You don't mind if bees die for your almond milk,
Oh,
or
here's the bees argument. Here it is. There's Piers Morgan coming in. Sorry, sir, but most crops in the world, including soybeans, are grown for your animals. Did you know that 75% of soybean is grown for your cows? Did you know that?
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's
It is absolutely a
poultry.
fact. That 75.
Soybean meal. It's a byproduct. Soybean meal is a byproduct. And
Yeah,
almonds aren't
what,
fed to hey, almonds are not
sir, you want me to give you a source?
3.5 billion pounds of almonds are not fed to cows. They're fed to people like you.
Right, but guess what? Almonds are
Right?
sustainable.
Tell me, right?
Almonds are more sustainable. And you're going to say, but the bees. I don't get California almonds. I don't buy Californian almonds, right? The point is that
In the Middle East, the Middle East is the epitome. They're only grown in the Middle East and in California.
That's wrong. That is wrong. California produces most of the world's almonds, but a lot of it comes from Brazil and other South American countries, which
They cannot grow almonds in Brazil.
Yes, they can. I get almonds from Brazil, sir. I get nuts and seeds from Brazil, which they do not use honeybees.
Brazil is tropical. They cannot grow almonds. It's coming from the Middle East.
Okay, they can grow nuts and seeds.
Pistachios are grown in Iraq, Iran, and California. Lots of little animals die.
Right. Yes.
Not fed to cows.
Sir.
Squirrels die.
Animals. Sir. Most crops in the world, are grown for your animals. Did you know that? So if you cared about the bees,
the byproduct.
If you cared about no.
Yes.
The
soybean meal is a byproduct of soy oil.
No, again, the crops that we produce in the world, all the fields that we destroy are being destroyed for your animals. 75% of land is, 75% of land in the world that is aimable is destroyed for animal farming. Did you know that?
Destroyed. What would be on it if there was no crop?
Cut it down. Yes, it's destroyed or used for animal farming.
In the Midwest.
Did you know that? No, it's for the entire globe. It's in America, especially. Yes, a lot of the land, 40% of the land in America is used for animal farming. Did you know that? So So if you cared about
that feeds the world.
If you cared, no, it doesn't feed the world. If you cared,
40% of the land, 40% of the land.
Sir, if you cared about the animals and the insects on the field, you would go vegan, because vegans kill less crops, we kill less land.
So, but they still kill them. So
vegans don't.
Is it?
If vegans do not say that we're perfect,
they still die.
I never said they didn't, did I? What I'm saying is vegans cause minimization. See,
you're virtue signaling like, well, we don't kill as many animals.
Sir,
we don't kill as many animals.
Wrong. Vegan. Do you want me to give you the source for it? Do you want me to give you the scientific source that's peer reviewed by Oxford? That shows you that 75% of land is destroyed for your animal farming. That 75% of soybeans are grown for you guys. Do you want me to give you the source?
We're far more efficient than we used to be. We can grow lots more corn and wheat and soybeans. That's not all.
Yes, and we have to grow them.
They eat the byproducts.
So no, exactly. So exactly. So we have to grow all these crops just to feed your animals. That's the point. That's the point, sir. That's why vegans are better for the environment. That's why vegans are better for the animals, and vegans are better for the world.
Just like all your fruits, animals aren't eating the fruits that they grow on trees, right? Your nuts, the almonds, Brazil nuts.
You're not understanding, sir. Most crops,
I kill less animals.
You're done. Here's a study. Vegans, vegetarians, fish eaters, and meat eaters in the UK show discrepant environmental impacts. This is in the Nature Journal. Most crops in the world are grown to feed your animals. Please learn the science. Most crops, soybeans, most corn, most wheat is grown to feed your animals. Yes, that's a fact. Go learn it. So if you care about the fucking insects, then go vegan. If you care about the bees, go vegan. Because most of the bees that we use for almonds in California are used from the honey industry. Did you know that? That's why vegans don't eat honey. We don't support honey. Okay? And I don't even buy California almonds. I buy them from Brazil and other Southern American countries, which are or not tropical. So again, you have no evidence of what you're saying. Please look at my source that I just cited for you guys. No, vegans do not cut down more trees. You do. 90% of the Amazon is being destroyed, deforested for animal ranching, cattle ranching. Yes, this is a fact. Go look it up. Most of the world is being deforested for animal agriculture. Look this up. It's a fact. I know you want to cry about it, but I'm right and you're wrong. Go prove me wrong. If you don't believe me, go learn, go research. I have an ego. You're the one that thinks that all the animals are here for you. It's just you can just kill and eat and do whatever you want with, right? You're the one abusing the animals, thinking that's okay, right? How am I egotistical? You're the one thinking that they're here for you. You could eat them whatever you want to. That's egotistical. I'm trying to help the animals. You're trying to kill them.
Hello, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, I got a few things to ask you. Okay, first of all, you think God's imaginary, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that does not surprise me. You know why? Okay, so you're vegan, right? And you think God's imaginary.
Stop. What is your argument here, sir?
I'm trying to show you that. Okay, first of all, you're vegan. That makes sense because the Bible says everything the opposite of what like vegans think. Okay. So,
Oh, really? Then why are there something called Seventh-day Adventists who are vegan because they think the Bible says they should be vegan? Why is that the case then?
they don't read the Bible. Okay, first of all, the Bible
yes,
says that humans should take dominion over the earth. Humans should take dominion over the earth.
Sir, stop. You just made a very peculiar claim. Seventh-day Adventists absolutely read the Bible. They are the most religious Christians that you probably have ever seen. They know the Bible, and that's why they are vegan, because the Bible, as they say, says that they should be vegan. Do you agree with that? Yes or no?
I do agree with that, but first, stop interrupting people, because first of all, you're not letting people finish what they're saying, and you are not explaining, like, your point. Okay, so basically, God, he gave us this earth, right? To, like, take over.
Wrong. Where's your evidence?
In the Bible,
your evidence of that? Take over what, sir? What's your evidence?
The Bible. Everything around us is evidence that God exists.
No.
Do you really think
the Bible says?
Wait, shut up. Do you really think that everything was created by chance?
No, nothing was created. Period. Okay, and the Bible is not a source. The Bible is a book of fairy tales, talking donkeys, talking snakes. That's nonsense. Wrong. The Bible is not evidence. The Bible is a claim. Okay, but nice try. Next time, bring actual evidence.
Hello.
What do you got for us today?
Yeah, so I'm Adventist, and I would say, like, in terms of your vegan argument, I definitely believe that, like, not vegan but vegetarian. I don't see what the problem is with dairy. It doesn't say that in the Bible that there's a problem with dairy, so I don't see where you get vegan but vegetarian for sure. But then,
so when we stuff animals in cages and we forcibly impregnate them to produce milk for us in machines, you think there's nothing wrong with that? You think that's perfectly fine, acceptable? That we cause them, like,
but
literally.
does the Bible talk about that though? I'm just asking you. Does the Bible mention that?
The Bible's bullshit, right? The Bible's mythology. It's garbage. I want actual evidence.
So for you to say the Bible's bullshit, for you to just listen, just hear yourself. For you to say that, you're rejecting the premise that everything from the Bible is false. So I just want to get that's correct, right?
99% of the Bible is nonsense.
Okay, so 99%. What's the 1% then? What's the 1%?
Oh, the historical places there. Like, for example, Israel, that was a real place.
So tell me how all these places that were not previously discovered were all put together in one book. And, like, all these places that people, how were all these places that people did not look? You said the geographical locations of the Bible are all correct. Is that not what you said historically?
No, what I said was that there are some places in the Bible that are real, like Israel, right? Like the Middle East, which they were living in that place. That's why they wrote the Bible. That's why they know they existed.
Say that one more time. Sorry, I wasn't listening. My bad.
The Bible mentions places like Egypt. It mentions places like Israel. These are real places that existed.
Exactly.
Because that's where they wrote the Bible.
What do you mean that's where they wrote the Bible? The Bible it does not only talk about those places. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, the Bible talks about a whole bunch of different places that aren't necessarily near each other. How would they have gotten a collective of all of that to create the Bible?
Because they lived in the Middle East, so they knew where these places were, sir. That's what that means.
Bro, what are you talking about?
The people who wrote the Bible lived in the Middle East. That's why they knew the geography of the place. They lived there.
It's not only written in the Middle East. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not only about the Middle East.
Yes. Okay. Really. So what's another continent that mentions in the Bible?
Bro, the Bible talks about Africa. Is Africa the Middle East to you? Like, I just want to know. Is that the Middle East to you?
Egypt is in Africa.
No. Africa.
Yeah. Egypt is in Africa. Yes. Egypt is in Africa.
No. So you're not listening. I asked you, is Africa in the Middle East? You talking about Egypt. You're not listening. I said, is Africa in the Middle East?
No.
Okay, then. So the Bible talks about Africa. And you think the only place in Africa...
Because that's where Egypt is. That's where Egypt is.
I know that's where Egypt is. You think the Bible...
Great. So they knew about Africa back then. Because that's really where they lived.
Oh my God. You're not listening. I see why people come on here. You're not listening.
You're not saying anything. You're just rambling.
I'm not talking about Egypt. Egypt is, yes, the Bible talks about Egypt. Egypt is in Africa. You're saying that's the Middle East. Okay. I'm saying if you're in like Southern Africa, like not just like Kenya, Nigeria, all those other places. The Bible talks about people in those places. So if the Bible's talking about people in those places, how would they know it was written in Egypt?
Because they lived there. They lived around that area.
Oh my God. How would people have known about it? They didn't travel like that back then.
Yes, they did. They walked. Yes, they walked. They rode horses to other cities.
Oh my God. And then they came back, and then, is that what you're trying to tell me?
That's how civilization started. Yes. They moved around.
But the Bible was written when civilization was started? That's what you're trying to tell me?
No, it's when the Middle East became more popular. So when people started living in the Middle East around the Nile River and other places like that.
The Nile is in Egypt. You keep talking about you. Why do you keep going back there?
I'm trying to tell you that. That's literally where a lot.
Okay, maybe we should switch. You're tripping. Let's talk about evolution. How does evolution affect?
Oh, because we can observe it in the fossil record, in our DNA, and in lab experiments.
So in our lab DNA and in our experiments. So you can test how can you see, but how's that prove that evolution? You're not like our experiments. So you can test how can you see, but how's that prove that evolution? You're not like your experiments. So you can why is it tripping like that? How's that prove that evolution? You're not like
come back in. So evolution's proven by our DNA. We can look at the chromosome fusions. Human chromosome number 2 is a direct proof that we evolved from a common and chimpanzee ancestor about 6 million years ago. So we can trace back our DNA and how it changes over time, and that's all evolution means. We also can verify this with the fossil record. We can see the fossils. We can date the geological strata. We can take a look at the speciation through time. And we can also perform lab experiments on simple bacteria. Robert Lenski did the experiment in the 1980s where he took bacteria, he separated the populations, they diverged, and they speciated over a few generations. This is direct proof of speciation. So yeah, we have plenty of evidence for it. No evidence of a God, but nice try. Hey, what do you got?
Hey, bro. So, evolution is a fact. I agree. So, is evolution just picking up on is evolution kind of survival of the fittest? Is that how it came to be?
Well, that's the mechanism of it.
Okay, that's the mechanism that kind of.
It's one of the mechanisms of evolution. Yes, that established the biodiversity we see of life today.
Okay. So, do you believe you believe in evolution? So, do you believe in the mechanisms that made it possible, such as the survival of the fittest?
Yeah, that's natural selection. Yeah.
Okay. So go vegan. So I don't understand the kind of go vegan because, I mean, even if we went vegan, is it because for animal cruelty or something? I mean, is it what is the purpose of not eating animals?
Yeah, I don't want to cause them abuse or harm.
Okay. So animals are eating animals, so should we not allow the other animals to eat the animals as well?
Yeah, so the other animals are they don't have a choice, right? They're basically in the wild and they have to survive. But we are not in the wild, right? We have grocery stores. We have the ability to choose.
Okay. So for them it's okay, survival of the fittest. We are not following survival of the fittest. When we decide to eat meat, we have a choice at the grocery store. I'm just trying to interpret what you're saying, bro. I don't want to put words in your mouth. I just want to understand them, because you come off as very, very bright. So
yeah, what's your argument here?
I mean, if you believe in evolution, and you believe in survival of the fittest, when I look at my teeth, I have carnivorous teeth here. So why, if you believe in evolution and what was given to me is evolutionary of survival of the fittest, would I not use it?
Because you don't have to. We can also use our noses to sniff each other's asses, but we don't do that, right? So just because we have something in our biology does not mean we have to use it.
Yeah, but if it would give us an advantage to sniff someone's ass, we would do it, right? And not everyone has the luxury of going to Whole Foods to pick out. I think you don't even shop here. You said you shop somewhere else to get yours, but most people may, just choose the local grocery. So you're saying go vegan to them as well, even though it wouldn't be an advantage for them just to eat pork or something?
No. Veganism is about the ethics, right? If you think that it's wrong to cause abuse and harm, then you go vegan. It's called ethics, right? Now, I agree, not everybody has access to the same foods I do. And in that case, there's justifications for not being totally vegan. I understand that. But in the vast majority of cases where people that can go vegan can easily do it, practically do it, you should. I think we're obligated to do so if your ethics aligns with mine in the case that I think we should not abuse or cause animal cruelty. It's that simple. It's not that hard.
Okay, I got it, bro. I got it. You don't have to ram it into me. I get it now. I understand. So these ethics that you are assigning to yourself, I guess you're saying that everyone should follow these rule of ethics. What is the source of these ethics?
My brain. It's called using my brain.
Got it. So everyone should just be in your brain and just understand what your ethics are and follow them.
No, that's a great straw man of my argument. What I'm arguing here is, if you agree with me that we should stop animal cruelty, then you should be vegan. Okay. If you don't agree with me, that's great. I can't argue with someone who doesn't have my ethics.
Okay, got it. So animal cruelty is one subset of your ethics, and it's okay to disagree if people don't care about animal cruelty, such as a lion killing a zebra. Well, that's cruelty.
You're all over the place, sir. Oh. Now you're talking about lions. This is ridiculous, sir.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Do you have the capacity to be vegan?
Do I have the capacity? Right now in my fridge? No, but I could get there.
Okay, so why aren't you vegan?
I see no need to. I like eating meat. I love the smell of bacon in the morning.
Okay. Okay, fantastic. So do you think that the smelling good justifies killing and abusing an innocent animal?
An innocent animal? What is an innocent animal?
An animal that did nothing wrong, that is just existing.
An animal that did nothing wrong, just existing. I would say I don't agree with the innocent animal concept. I agree that animals exist, and they exist, and other things exist, such as plants exist for them to eat, and they also exist for us to eat them in the wild, whether it's in the ocean.
Sir, can you get back on track here, please? This is utterly ridiculous. Yeah. You're not tracking with the argument.
I'm not sure what you mean by innocent.
Do you think it's okay to cause animal cruelty to innocent animals? Yes or no?
No, not animal cruelty, no.
Okay, great. So then why do you cause animal cruelty to the animals by eating them?
Animal cruelty. I go to the local store, I pick up a pound of bacon.
Now, when you buy that bacon, right, that entailed somebody in a slaughterhouse to slaughter that pig for you and kill that pig for you, right? Every time you buy meat, you're causing more demand on the marketplace, hence more supply to replace that demand. And that's the point of capitalism. That's how the markets work. So your purchase indirectly causes more harm to the animals. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree. It causes death to the animals, not harm. Harm and cruelty are two different things. If the producers are hanging the pig up and letting it suffer and whipping it and things like that, that's cruelty.
Right. That's actually 99, and that's 99% of the factory farming pigs. 99% of them are going through abuse, right, in these factories. They are gassed alive. This is the standard practice. And by the way, you're still killing them, which is to me the ultimate form of abuse, because you're killing it for no reason other than you like the way they taste. And that to me is abuse. Do you agree?
I agree with the first part. So if there's cruelty to the animals, yeah, I'm not in favor of that. But if you are eating an animal for your subsistence, I don't believe that that is cruelty. Okay. I believe that that is
but
you are eating to feed yourself.
Okay, but do you have to eat the pig to survive, or can you eat a plant-based food instead?
I could eat a plant-based food. I could eat a turkey. I could eat a lot of different things. But
great. So the animal did not have to die for you, right? The animal is not required to die for you. So why did you kill that animal when it didn't have to die?
Again, I didn't necessarily. I guess you're saying indirectly kill the animal. The animal's dead when I buy it, when I purchase it. I guess someone else would purchase this if not. But let's putting that aside. Again, I have carnivorous teeth, and I have eaten meat and plants and other things all my life. I don't see any reason.
First of all, that you don't have carnivorous teeth. That's nonsense. Our teeth are tiny and stubby. We grind our food. We're not carnivores in the sense that we chew animals. We don't do that. What we do is we grind food with our teeth. That's why they're short, flat, and stubby. But the point is, regardless of what our teeth are, we don't have to eat the animals. So the question is, if there's a victim involved, right? We know there's a victim there. It's a pig who is sentient and conscious, who doesn't want to die. Why would you go out of your way to kill the animal when we know it didn't have to die?
You know, you're kind of going all over the place and giving specific examples of what's interesting to me is this moral compass that you have does not involve God. You have this ethics of, you believe in survival of the fittest, you don't believe in God, but yet you have some empathy related to a...
Yes, because I don't need a magic man to have empathy for other people or animals around. I don't need to read a book to have morality. Do you?
I don't need a book to read reality. It might reinforce a common ethic or source related to that morality that I...
So stop pretending as if you have morality and I don't, because that's utter bullshit. You don't actually have morality. Christians don't have morality. They have orders from a dictator. So stop pretending as if you're on the moral high ground here. You ain't got jack shit. I'm asking you a simple question. Do you think it's required to kill these poor pigs? Is it required?
These poor pigs. Okay, continue. I'm sorry. I just like the word.
Is it required, yes or no? Is it required to eat these poor pigs?
Okay, so to answer your two questions, because I guess you made an assumption. I never said I was Christian, so I'm not sure where you get that or where this authority or orders are coming from.
Whatever the fucking religion you are, I don't care.
Whatever these.
Answer my question. Can you answer my question?
The answer to your question is yes. I will eat meat. And
no. Is it required to eat meat?
Is it required? No. Some days I eat fish.
Okay, great. So it's not required to eat the animals. So why do you do it? And if you're going to say taste, does that justify killing an animal just because it tastes good?
I eat meat because it is part of my diet of what I eat. The same way when I go to eat a Caesar salad.
God. You're not tracking with the argument. Sir, is it ethical to kill the animals when they don't have to die? Is it ethical to do so? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why is it ethical to kill animals that don't have to die for you?
That don't have to die for me, because I needed them to sustain, to eat, to live.
But you just said you didn't need to kill them. You could have eaten something else, like a plant.
Yeah, today, but tomorrow I may want to. I mean,
oh my gosh.
So you're saying. So I understand your argument. So what you're saying is you're asking me why don't I eat plants every day, all the time, and
right. Why not?
This poor pig is going to. This poor innocent pig, as you call, is going to then.
Now you're getting it.
I don't subscribe to those ethics, as you say. The animals, instinctively, the same way they kill for survival and instinct is the same way they get killed as part of the food chain.
No. Again, we established this from the beginning. You don't have to kill the animals, and you just agree with that. Just get back on track. Okay. If you don't have to kill them, why do you do it? Why aren't you vegan?
I do not like a fully plant-based regimen of meals. That's why. So it's selfishness. Selfishness and go back to the taste and the...
Okay, so you're selfish. Okay.
Selfish. Yes.
Okay. Have a good day. He admitted he was selfish. Hey, what do you got for us today?
So I think it's to each their own, especially considering when you look at the farming industry. When they have to till those fields, when they have to go through and soften the earth to plant everything, they mass murder insects groundhogs, and pretty much anything that's hiding in that earth.
Oh,
It then becomes back to the earth.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
The
that.
plants then absorb it.
Okay. The last I checked, however, 75% of land is used to destroy it for animal farming. So it's actually the opposite. If you're so worried about the animals being murdered, like you said, then you should go vegan, because vegans kill less land, we kill less crops, we kill less animals, and we use less water. So if you really care about the animals, then go vegan.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it is. You want me to give you the source? This peer-reviewed Oxford study? You want me to give it to you?
Go ahead.
Sure. Sure. Vegans, vegetarians, fish eaters, and meat eaters in the UK show discrepant environmental impacts. This is a Nature study peer-reviewed by Oxford University, which studied 50,000 vegans in people's diets, and he studied their greenhouse gas emissions. It is 75% less for vegans versus their counterpart meat eaters. So we are causing way less damage to the insects, way less damage to the earth, and way less damage to the animals.
I don't think you've actually ever been on a farm and seen what happened.
I don't think you've seen the study.
You can pull up a study for anything on the internet. That's how the internet works.
No, but there are study after study after study. The consensus in this scientific field is this, and this is peer-reviewed by Oxford University. I can go on and on. I can show you multiple studies. This is not the only one, sir. You want me to give you more?
My pronouns are she, her.
Okay, I'm sorry. Do you want me to give you more studies?
No, it's cool. Like I get it. You've got your opinion. You feel very strongly about it, and that's cool.
So go back to the drawing board and do your research, because frankly, you haven't done it. Okay? Have a good day, and I apologize for calling you sir.
Have a good one.
All right, let's bring the next guest in here. Hey, what do you got for us?
Brother, are you good?
What do you got?
Well, I've just been listening to you, right? And I agree with most of what you're saying, but what I want to do is just ask you a couple of questions, and I don't want you to get offended. I'm just trying to make you understand something here, right? So
no, this is not a Q&A live, sir. Your job is to come up and give arguments.
It's not a Q&A. I'm not
This is not a Q&A, sir. Give me arguments or go away. Give me evidence or go away.
That's what I'm going to do. What's your attitude for me? You need...
Guys, give me evidence or go away. I don't give a shit about anything else other than the evidence and the arguments.
Hello.
Hey, what do you got for us?
Basically, I like dildos up my bumhole.
Okay, great. Good for you. Hey, what do you got for us today?
Okay. The first concept, yes, I totally 100% agree with you. Second concept, about that. So where should I start with that one? Why go vegan when there's more stuff to eat than just plant-based kind of things? You know, you got pigs, cows, you know.
Oh yeah, it's like there's like two meats, but I'm sorry, sir. There are 50,000 plant-based foods in the world that are edible, sir. 50,000. Are you kidding me? What your diet is very limited and restricted. My diet is full of colors and all kinds of different foods. Foods you probably never even heard of in your life. So the idea that, oh, vegans are limited is just nonsense. I eat plenty of foods and I love what I eat. I don't miss meat at all. And again, what justifies killing and causing animal cruelty? What justifies that?
Yeah, survival of the fittest.
Okay, but we don't have to survive on the animals, do we?
We don't, but we choose to.
Why do we choose to if it's not ethical?
Because they're freaking good.
Okay, so you're saying the only reason why you kill animals is because they taste good?
More than likely, yeah.
Okay, so does taste justify killing anybody? I can kill a person because they taste good to me?
I mean, that's on you.
No,
If
sir.
you're into
No,
it,
sir.
that's on you.
In your ethics, in your ethical framework, is it okay or morally good to kill someone simply because they taste good to me?
I mean, that's on you. I can't say I would.
Right. All right. You can't answer the question, then go away. Right. If you can't argue, if you don't have an argument, your job is to give arguments and evidence, not to ramble. Hey, what do you got for us?
I don't know.
Have a good day. All right, got lots of guests today. Let's see. Prove God doesn't exist? Sure. Lack of evidence, logical paradoxes, inconsistencies.
Yes. So from what I gather, you're pretty much a leftist, and I was just wondering if you could start debating issues regarding the LGBT community. I feel like you would have really good just takes on that. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. I really enjoy your lives.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, thank you. I should add those conversations, but these are like the main things I wanted to talk about because they're very fundamental. But I will be adding that soon. I just have to do more of my research.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Great. What do you got?
So, first of all, I really enjoy your lives. Thanks for everything you try to do, like try to open like these people's minds. So my question for you today is, would you consider that the world would be a better place in general if there was like no religion at all? Or if in some kind of way, does religion bring some good to anyone in this case?
Yeah, so I wrote about this in my book. There's a section where I talk about religion. Religion has a place in our world. Religion is an expression of imagination and creativity. Religion can be very beautiful linguistically, musically, traditionally. There are many beautiful facets of religion. But the problem is that people tend to use their religions as part of their personalities, part of who they are. And that's where it gets wrong. When you start to attach to religion like it's as if it's part of you, I think that's where you go wrong. Because people now are justifying their hatefulness, their bigotry, right? Their homophobia based on their religions, like Christianity and Islam.
Yeah, I can give you a good example.
That's where it goes wrong. That's where it goes wrong.
I can give you a good example of this. Like my mother, for example, like she only took the COVID-19 vaccine when the Pope told that it was safe. And
yeah, exactly. That's what I would say a very large negative of religion by far.
Yeah, but on the other hand, like I gave this example to my dad, who is extremely religious, and he told me that his view on religion in this case is that although he doesn't necessarily believe in some God, like for example, for his mother that was sick for a long time, like believing that in something higher, like at least bring some joy to her life. Do you know what I mean? And I learned to respect his view on God, like based on that.
It can bring you joy, sure. It can bring you joy, but just as any other belief can bring you joy. And more importantly, is it really sustainable joy? Because you're always going to have doubts about that. It's going to be like a roller coaster ride. Whereas if you ground your purpose, if you ground your happiness and peace in reality instead, if you start to grow comfortable with reality instead, that's way more sustainable and healthy, a more healthy sense of joy, because I get my joy from learning and from other people, right? And if you ground your joy in that instead of some kind of nonsense belief, I think it's beneficial for you and everybody around you. Am I pro death penalty? No, I'm against the death penalty. Unless it's somebody that's like really, really bad, but unless like somebody that's not controllable, just utter. But that's a really rare case. Your parents should be embarrassed. Says the one who believes in talking donkeys. Hey, what do you got for us?
Hey, brother. Good evening. Where are you from?
What's your argument today?
I don't have any argument. I support you.
Okay.
By the way, how?
Just give me a second. No, I'm good. Let's take a look at someone else here.
Yeah, good evening, good night, sir. Yeah, I really like your content. I'm a non-believer as well. I'm a vegan as well, and I really see a school in some people here. I'm from Jamaica. I'm not sure if you kind of.
Hey, what do you got for us?
So why should I go vegan?
Do you want to kill or abuse animals for no reason?
What do you mean no reason?
Well, because you don't have to kill the animals, right? So you want to do it.
I kill them for my pleasure.
Is pleasure required?
It's not a requirement.
Okay, so why do you do it if you don't have to do it?
For the taste.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
So do you think taste justifies killing someone?
Justifies killing anything other than us humans, yeah.
Why can't I kill someone if they taste good to me?
That's cannibalism.
Why is it wrong?
Because we belong to the same species. I'm talking about.
Why is it ethically wrong? Right? What's the ethics about?
No.
Why do you not kill someone?
No, I'm talking about how taste justifies killing of animals, non-human species.
So name the trait that gives us justified reason to kill the animals for taste. That separates us from the animals.
No, because it's cannibalism if we consume humans.
Okay. I understand that, sir.
That's where I draw the line. I'm saying that's where I draw the line.
I'm asking about your ethics, right? Why does your ethics say cannibalism is wrong?
It's pretty simple. Like cannibalism is wrong. That's the answer to that.
Why? What is your ethics about that? Why is it wrong ethically?
I think it's wrong to consume your own species.
Why?
Yeah. Because I think it's wrong. I think cannibalism is wrong.
I know that, sir, but why do you think it's wrong? What's ethically wrong about it?
Bro, what? I'm saying cannibalism is wrong.
See, I can answer the question. It's wrong to kill people because they're sentient. They have consciousness. They don't want to die. They have lives of their own, right? That's why it's wrong to kill somebody. Now, the point is, well, if that's the case, the animals right? The animals also have sentience and consciousness, and they also don't want to die. So again, there's no moral difference between us and the animals, morally speaking, right? That's why I consider the animals in my ethical framework, because they are still sentient individuals. That's the point that they just didn't want to see. And you guys say blah 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 whenever facts are spitted, you're like, oh yeah, blah blah blah.
Hey, so what if you had an animal and like you raised it and then it died on natural causes and then you ate it?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I would still say that's wrong because I wouldn't want my body being like that, eaten after I die. But more importantly,
so then people who donate their organs.
Yeah, because they consented to it, but the animals can't consent. Number one, but number two.
Isn't something gonna eat it anyways, right?
No, so saying, "Oh, well, I'll just raise the animals so that when it dies, I'll eat it." That sounds like a good idea, but unfortunately, you're still that's not sustainable on a global scale. It's never going to happen that we're going to do that, right? We're not going to wait. There's 8 billion people to feed, right? We're not going to sit there and wait for a cow to die. First of all. Second of all, you're still killing it without its consent and eating it. I'm sorry, you're still eating it without its consent. And we wouldn't do that to humans, so I wouldn't do that to an animal either, because they can't really consent to that. It's kind of like respect. But more importantly, that's a very fringe thing that's going to ever happen, right? We're talking about, generally speaking, I think it's wrong to breed animals into existence and eat them. Hey, what do you got for us?
You can't procreate with animals, so that's the difference between animals and humans.
No, we're talking about. I know there's differences. I'm talking about morally speaking, right? Why is it morally justified to kill them?
Morally cannibalism is wrong because we can procreate with. Why would we want to eat people that our own species can procreate with?
You tell me. Why is it wrong to kill someone for food?
I've just said why. Because we can procreate with them.
So, okay, I can't procreate with somebody that, for example, is not able to have kids, right? Who's celibate, or not celibate, but what's it called?
That's circumstantial, though. That's circumstantial. That's circumstantial.
Right. So exactly. So it's like, what's your point? Like, if that's your only justification, well, I can use that for anything, right? I can use that for any other circumstance where that's not the case.
You can use that for animals.
You couldn't use that for animals.
You couldn't use that for an animal because you can never procreate with an animal.
Right, but the point is that if that's your only justification, I can use this for people who I can't have sex with. Babies, for example, right? Like, I can't procreate with them.
They could. So they will grow up to be able to procreate.
Are you saying it's okay to eat a baby?
They will grow up to be able to procreate with others.
Okay. So what about being not able to procreate means that it's okay to justify killing them? Why is that just your only justification?
Because they're able to affect our population.
What we're talking about ethics here, right? Why is it ethically wrong? Why is it ethically okay to kill an animal?
Because we can't procreate with them.
That's not even ethics. Now you're talking about something different than ethics, right? We're talking about why is it ethically wrong to kill an animal? If you're going to say, well, I can't procreate with them. I can't procreate with someone that's infertile, right? I can't procreate with someone that's like a baby. I can't procreate with somebody that is the same gender as me, right? The same sex as me. I can't procreate with a male. So can I eat a male person?
But somebody else can.
Well, somebody else can procreate with a pig.
Well, they can't.
Yes, they can. Another pig.
Well, that's not our species. That's not for us to worry about.
So why is our species? So what about our species justifies killing others and not ours? What about our species?
So what about when one species kills another species that doesn't involve humans? What about when a big cat kills a deer?
That's because of survival needs, right? They have to do that to survive, but we don't have to kill the animals to survive.
It's still a different species killing another species, though.
Well, okay, so what about the different species means that we can kill them? Why can we kill them just because they're different species?
Because that's not for us to worry about.
Sir, do you have ethic? If I went up to a dog and I stabbed its neck open and it started bleeding, is that good for you, or would that be bad to you?
Depends what your intentions are.
Okay. Let's say I wanted to eat the dog, right? If I stabbed its neck and I killed it and I wanted to eat it, would that be good to you or bad to you?
No, that would be bad to me because of the method of killing.
Okay. Okay, so you're saying if there's no harm and I eat the dog for food, that'd be okay to you?
It depends if you can if you can justify that if you're doing it for a good enough cause in terms of what you're doing with the food, and also the method of killing is very important, then yeah,
Really?
I would say that's okay. Obviously, that wouldn't be my culture, but I'm aware that other cultures do that.
No, I'm talking about you, right? I'm talking about in your view. Do you think it's okay for me to kill a dog because I want to eat it?
Well, yeah, because I think it's okay to kill a chicken if you want to eat it.
Okay, great. So, and it's not okay to kill a human. So, what's the trait that separates us and says, "Oh, we can't kill that person. We can't kill that animal, or we can't kill that person, but we can kill the animal"? What's the trait?
Because we're able to look after animals. Animals can't look after humans.
We're able to look after animals, so that's why so that's why you're going to eat them.
Well, yeah, because we're a more advanced species.
Okay, so we're more advanced. So you're saying it's intelligence now?
Yeah, because if we had to protect the planet, it would be our job to do it, not an animal's job.
Right, but the animal. So you're saying it's just because we're smarter, therefore we can kill them, right? So just because I'm smarter than a dog, I can kill it. What if I'm smarter than a baby? Can I kill a baby now because I'm smarter than a baby?
Well, no, because the baby has the potential to be smarter than you. The dog never will.
So does a dog. A dog is smarter than a baby.
No,
a pig is smarter than a dog. A pig is smarter than a baby.
That's incorrect.
Yes, it is. That's correct. A pig is smarter than a baby.
The dog will never ever, a peak dog will never ever be smarter than an adult human. The baby will potentially.
What about mentally ill people that don't have the capacity or potential to be smart?
They're still smarter than a dog.
No, they're not.
A mentally ill person who's still smarter than a dog.
No, they have no capability of being mentally functioning, right? Like they're brain dead, for example. Can we eat them too?
You can rehabilitate them. You can't upgrade a dog to be like a human. You can rehabilitate a mentally ill person.
Let's say you can't rehabilitate the person that's brain dead.
Well, then you question the quality of life.
What? Can I kill somebody and eat them if they're brain dead and we can't help them? Is that okay?
No, because they're the same species as.
Okay, so why does the species matter? It's the same. The species doesn't matter because the same trait you just named is in dogs. Dogs also have intelligence. Pigs have intelligence. Cows have intelligence.
Not to the same level as us. They can't marry their intelligence.
Again, the dogs are smarter than the brain dead person.
No, a dog could not build a computer.
Oh my God. A dog is still smarter than a brain dead person.
Why are you talking about brain dead humans? You're using such a nuanced argument.
Because that's your argument. You're saying that, people are smarter, right? But I point out to people that are not smarter than a dog.
Okay.
So what's the actual trait that distinguishes us from the animals that justifies killing?
I've given you about 3 different answers, and then you reply with about 0.005% of the population that relates to my answer, and you're trying to use that to equivocate to the masses. That's not a valid argument.
Do you think that animals have consciousness and intelligence?
Yes, of course they do.
Okay.
Not stupid.
You think they want to die?
No.
Do you think that they have to die?
No.
So why do you kill them?
Because it's a choice. We have a choice as a smarter and more advanced species to kill an animal.
Right, but what about? That doesn't tell us about the ethics, right? Why are we justified to kill them just because we're smarter?
It's not necessarily about ethics, though.
Yes, veganism is about ethics. We're talking about ethics here, sir.
So what about omnivores then? What about omnivores that can eat? The omnivores that aren't humans that can eat plants and meat.
They have to do that because they're necessary. We don't. We don't have to eat the animals.
No, there are other animals that are omnivores that aren't humans, and they choose to kill animals sometimes.
Did you listen to what I just said? They have to for survival. We don't.
No,
why do you think it's okay to cause an animal suffering and death?
Omnivores eat plants and meat.
They have to for survival. We don't. That's why they're justified.
No, there are omnivores that could kill less animals and eat more plants, but
No,
they still choose to kill
sir.
animals.
I can't talk to a bear and say, hey, let's kill less animals. I can't do that. A bear has to do what it has to survive. But we have grocery stores. We have the choice, right? Like you just said, we have a choice. We can choose to not kill the animals. So why do you do it?
Because what do you mean? We have a choice, so why do we do it? Because we like it.
Right. So
because
why
we get high protein.
I know you like it, sir. I'm saying,
content.
why is it ethically right to kill an innocent animal that did not have to die?
There's a lot of things that aren't necessarily ethically right that we have to do.
Oh my God,
that we don't
sir.
have to
You're
do,
not
but we
tracking
choose
with
to
the
do.
argument. Why is it ethically okay to cause an animal cruelty and death? Why is that okay? Morally speaking.
Well, you could argue that if an animal lives a good life, and that you don't kill it, but then you eat it after its life, then you're never calling it cruelty. You're never causing it cruelty.
You're still killing it. You're still killing it, though. You're still killing it.
No, you're not killing it. No, you're not killing it. What
Yes,
if
you are.
What if you have animals that you keep with you and you wait until they die for their own causes, and then you eat them after death?
Exploitation. That's exploitation. That's slavery, right?
You're not causing them cruelty, though.
Sir. Yes. You're still killing them, sir. You're right.
No, you're
Look,
not.
you're
No,
still
you're
taking
not.
animals
No, you're
and
not killing them.
Sir.
No, you're not killing them.
Sir. You're still keeping them captive.
No, you're not keeping them captive.
Sir.
No, you're not.
Sir.
Free-range chickens. Free-range chickens are not.
No. Stop. There is no such thing as free-range chickens, by the way. But more importantly, you are still keeping these animals captive. They're not free, right? You're keeping them captive so that you can wait till they die. First of all, that is still wrong. Second of all, that is not sustainable on a global scale. So
I'm
again,
not talking about what's sustainable on a global scale. I'm talking about my preferences. I'm talking about my personal preferences.
Right. So why is your preference ethically okay?
It could be if you don't cause the animal cruelty.
Okay. So you're saying, but you're still killing the animal, sir. You're still killing.
No, you're
that
not.
cow.
The animal dies of natural causes. Animal dies of natural causes. I don't kill it.
Okay. But you're still killing it. You're still eating it without its consent, right?
It can't consent. It can't consent when it's dead.
Exactly. That's the problem. If it can't consent, you're doing something without its consent.
Yeah, but nothing owns an animal.
Exactly. So why you keep them captive? So why would you keep them captive?
Once an animal has died, nothing owns that body. So
really?
Nothing can give it consent.
So if I die tomorrow, my body's there. Can people just do what they want with it? They can eat it. They can chew it.
No, because as a human, you've got next of kin, you've got family, you've got people that have a right.
So do animals.
No, they don't. No,
yes,
wild animals.
Family. Yes, animals have family.
Wild animals do not have next of kin. Stop being silly.
They have family still, sir. And by the way, the animals also don't want to die, and we should, I think, respect their bodies after they die, just as we respect other people.
No.
Because we won't want to see their bodies mutilated like that, right? That's the point.
You're making comparisons. You're making comparisons between animals and humans that just aren't correct now. Like,
we are.
don't.
We are animals. First of all, we are animals. Number one. Number two, we are conscious. We're sentient, and we feel pain just like the animals do. The animals feel pain. They're sentient and conscious. Number one. But number two, the scenario you're making is like not going to happen globally speaking, right? Sure. In that case, that might be gray area for you, right? But the problem is, do you think factory farming is okay? Do you think?
No, definitely not. I don't think that's okay. No.
So then why do you do it?
That question's slightly deeper and would require a little bit more emotional depth and thought, but I guess that's lazy decision making by the general public. But we're talking now more about personal. We're talking now more about personal morals and if things could be done in an ideal world.
That was the entire conversation this whole time. The entire
and on
conversation.
On a very low level.
Sir. The entire conversation was all about ethics. That was the entire conversation. Do you think it's ethical to kill an animal when it didn't have to die? And you said no, right? Then you said, oh, well, it doesn't feel pain. But I just said, if you kill it for no reason, you still killed it for no reason. Do you agree?
Killed it to eat it.
That's not a
not
reason
no
because
reason.
you can eat a plant-based food instead. So you don't have a reason to kill the animal. Do you agree?
Yes, you do have a reason because food meat is way denser in protein. Way denser.
No, that's ridiculous. There's plenty of protein.
Way denser.
No, that's false. There are plenty of beans that are just as dense in protein as meat. So stop. Number one. Number two, we're talking about why is it okay? Why is it required to eat the animal? It's not required, is it?
I've not said it's required at any point.
Great. So if you know it's not required to eat the animal, then why do you do it?
We're going back around in circles to my point of, as an advanced species, we have an ability to make a choice to kill an animal if we want to eat it.
I know you have the choice, sir. I'm talking about the ethics. You're not tracking with the argument. I know you have a choice. I'm asking you, is it the ethical choice? Is it ethical to kill and slaughter an animal that does not have to die?
Okay, right. So then this is where we move on to the part of the argument that I keep going down again. If you don't kill it, if you let it die by natural causes, you're not causing it cruelty.
So great. So you don't buy meat from the store?
Of course I do.
So you're being hypocritical. So because you're saying that's good, right? You're saying that that's the only good way to do it, but you're literally causing pigs and animals to die in factories all around the world.
Yes, but I'm talking about the nuances of your argument.
Okay, so
I'm talking about the nuances.
Okay, great. So do you concede that you're being hypocritical?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Someone just said that vegans killed the Amazon. Absolutely false. 90% of the Amazon is being destroyed for animal farming, cattle ranching. He literally agreed he was being hypocritical. He lost. He literally said he was wrong. Hey, what do you got for us?
Hello. So, I am officially a meat eater, and I honestly think there is nothing bad about killing animals. And I want you to prove me you think that is bad.
No, that's not how this works, right? How this
No,
works
I
is,
know.
how this works
I
is you
know.
give an argument as to why it's okay to kill animals. Why is it okay to kill an animal for no reason?
So, I think honestly that by eating plants, you are reducing greenery, hence increasing global warming, and we are gonna all die anyways.
That's false. Well, that's fucking false, ma'am. Do you want me to cite you the source where it demonstrates you're false? 75% of deforestation is caused by meat eaters. 75% of crops are grown just for your animal feed. So you're wrong. You guys increase global warming. That's why vegans have a 75% lower carbon footprint.
Okay.
Okay, so you agree you're wrong?
Kind of.
Great. So do you have an actual argument for going against veganism or not?
At this point, to be honest, not.
Okay, have a good day.
Hi.
Hey, what do you got for us?
Okay, my argument is a little bit different. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is like, how do you promote to save animals but you silence about abortion? Like there's babies being killed every single day in the hospital, but you over here
So you
claiming
want
to
to
save
you want to bring up abortion, right? Okay. You want to save the babies? Is that what you want to save? The babies?
No, what I'm trying to say is like, why are you promoting about
No,
animals? But there's babies being killed in the hospital.
ma'am. Do you want to save the babies?
Do you want to save the babies?
Do you want to save people's lives by not having abortion? Do you want to ban abortion?
I mean, do you?
No. Do you?
Exactly. So you're an hypocrite. Trying to save the planet, but you actually...
Let me show you why I'm not a hypocrite. Do you think we should ban abortion?
Of course, because I don't see
Okay, great. Did you know then that if you stop and limit access to abortions, more women die? More women would die.
What? Actually, women die when they have abortion. You know nothing about abortion.
No.
Yes.
No, they die when they don't have access to abortion. See, When you ban abortion
Let me say
access, you're
something.
killing more people.
Yeshu actually
Yes.
promote condoms more than freaking sex. Okay?
No, I do.
And stop promoting about vegan.
Ma'am, stop. We do promote safe sex. The problem is that accidents happen, right? And now what you want to do is you want to stop people from having access to abortion, which we know causes more women and babies to die because women are always going to have abortions, right? They're always going to have abortions. So what you're doing by stopping doctors from giving access to this is you're making these poor people do the abortion themselves, which literally can harm them and kill them. There are many instances where people are dying because they don't have abortion access. This is happening in the states that have banned abortions. So more women are dying from not having abortion access. So you're killing more people by being against abortion and not even knowing it.
What do you mean? Like, you're killing babies every 2 months.
You didn't even listen to what I just said, ma'am.
I did.
More people die from banning abortion access. Do you agree?
No.
Okay, great. Let me show you the study then, where it says where it demonstrates that women die from banning abortions. Do you want the study?
Go ahead, pull it up.
Sure. The study is, one second, let me pull it up for you. 24% in the United States if there were no abortions.
That's just information that they putting in your head.
Yes.
It's just information.
This is not just information. This is literally
It's just information, I promise you. It's just information.
No, ma'am. I have the study. The report is done by Gender Equity Policy. You want to pull up the report for me? For us? The State of Reproductive Health, United States. This is a study done by the Gender Equity Policy Institute, GEPI, in June 2022.
That's just information. They just papers.
It found that babies born in banned states were 30% more likely to die in their first month of life where we ban abortion.
That's actually not true.
This is a report, man. This is a literal report.
That is just information they give you guys. Of course, if you read that, you're gonna be, oh, this is true, because everything now is about internet.
Do you know how? Ma'am, do you know how studies work? It's called research.
Of course. Now it's about researching.
This is data from the U.S. Department of Health. This is data from the GEPI, right? The U.S. Department of Health as well.
It's just information. I'm sorry. Data. It's literally just information.
Yes, that demonstrates that you're wrong. Information can mean you're wrong.
No.
Okay, well, have a good day and keep being in your denial. You could have pulled up the study, but you didn't want to. Because you know. I'm sorry, but facts don't care about your feelings.
Hello.
Hey, what do you got for us?
I'm not a native English speaker, so sorry if you wouldn't understand some points of me, but I just want to say it's ethical for us to kill meat, to kill animals.
Why is it ethical to kill animals when you don't have to?
Because people are smarter. That's how we can use the resources for us to live a life.
Right. So would you say we're smarter?
Yep.
Okay. If we're so smart, right? If we're so intelligent, if you're saying that we're so smart, smart, right? Therefore, we should kill the animals. But wait a minute. If we were smart, we would think about this for a second and realize what we're doing to the animals is literally abuse and cruelty. We're stuffing them in cages. That's not smart, is it? We're killing them. We're causing them abuse and suffering. That's not smart. No intelligent species who calls themselves intelligent would do that. That is embarrassing. Right?
Can you remember that humans are omnivores? That's why we keep on eating meats and
I know
plants too.
we keep on meat and ink, sir, but we don't have to.
Yeah.
We don't have to eat the meat.
We have to, because
Why
we
do
need
we
to
have
balance.
Really?
We need
Why
to
do we
balance.
have to?
If we only eat plants, can you say that we can sustain the every people in the world with plants,
Yes,
with veggies?
absolutely,
Can you?
absolutely, yes.
How can you say?
Because
How can you say so?
because we already sustain 60 billion animals with food and crops. Did you
No,
know
no, no,
that?
no.
Yes, yes, yes,
If you let
yes.
animals live, they would literally overpopulate the world.
No,
If we
no,
didn't,
you got it wrong.
no.
No,
How
you got
can you
it
say
wrong.
that?
You got it wrong. Nope.
How can you say that? Can you distribute plants to different parts of the world, like especially in the place where you cannot raise plants? How can you sustain that, economically speaking?
Here, you want to study?
You want to study?
Yeah, so
There
this is
are a lot of people
this is
who
a
live
study here,
near
sir.
the.
This is a study from science, right? Reducing food's environmental impacts to producers and consumers, and it demonstrates that if we all went vegan, we would save hundreds of millions of crops around the world. We would help hundreds of millions of people get food. We would save 75% of land in the world, right? This is a scientific
95% of 95%, but the animals would live and
Do
they
you
would
want,
overpopulate.
sir? Do you want the title of the study so you can look it up yourself?
No, no, no. Technically speaking, if we didn't use the animals and we just let them on their place, they would definitely overpopulate.
No, wrong. We don't take
How can you
animals from
say?
the wild.
How can you
No,
say?
because we don't take the animals from the wild. We breed them in factories. Did you know that?
No, 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 no.
Yes, we
We
do.
also
Yes, yeah, 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 yeah,
no
yeah.
people in
Yes, sir.
no,
We
not
take.
not everyone goes in the. There are people who lives on forests. They kill animals for their
That's still
survival.
yes, and that's still wrong. Number one.
No,
Number
no, no, no.
two. 99%
How can
of
you say that's
all the
wrong?
yes, they're
How
wrong.
can you say?
Because all 99% of
You're
all
just basing on emotion.
nope.
You're
The
just
fact
basing
is,
on your emotion.
no, I literally just cited you a study. You rejected it, sir. That's your emotion, not mine. Number one. Number two, we actually 99% of all meat you get is factory farmed, not hunted.
I don't care if that's factory farm, but that's the way the people are smarter. That's why they use factories to sustain people with their wants.
How is that smart if it's killing the animals and destroying the planet for
I
no
don't.
reason?
That's not destroying the planet. They keep in balance.
Yes, it is. Oh,
That's
yes, it
why
is,
we
sir. That's
we
why
keep
the
on
study I
slaughtering
just
animals
that's why
for
the study
survival
that's why the
also.
study that's why the study I just cited shows us that we have 75% lower carbon footprints as vegans.
I don't care about the studies. I care about how people used to live.
Oh, so now you don't care about the studies. Okay. Well, have
Do
a
you
good
care
day,
about
sir.
the studies that people are?
Right. You live in some little place, little neighborhood, and you think that you're right because the people around you in your neighborhood do things differently. I'm sorry, sir. The studies don't lie, right? The science, the research numbers don't lie. I'm sorry. You're wrong.
Hello.
Hey, what do you got?
All right. So basically, I don't really have that much to say because I don't have time on my hand right now. So, to all my Christians out there, shout out to you.
Yeah, you're not going to appreciate it, but go away. Christianity is a barbaric religion. Hey, what do you got for us?
Hi. I want to know something.
Why is he mad at God? How can you be mad at someone who does not exist?
Hello.
Hey, what do you got for us?
So actually, Mike, I just want to tell you something. I think there is a connection between all of the living beings, even with the plant. Cause I don't know if you ever heard or if you ever see, it's like it kind of stay like 6 months a plant, and then it's gonna turn out next 6 months like bugs. So there should be if we go, Yeah, there is a plan. Like, it stays planned like 6 months. If you go do research on it, if you just Google it, literally, you can just Google it. And
You can just Google it. Famous last words. Just Google it, bud. Gravity's a theory. Just Google it. Woohoo! Splat. As he jumps out the building. Guys, Google isn't a source. Hey, what do you got for us today?
Yeah, can we talk about your subtle fucking racism, you fucking narcissist?
What racism?
Yeah, you're literally making fun of people's accents, literally mocking them, and I don't know if you've seen how many comments in the comment sections.
Does that mean I'm racist because I'm making fun of your accent?
Yes, it does. These people are from different places other than yours.
It's not. It's just an accent, sir. It's not racist. Stop it. I make fun of Donald Trump's accent. I make fun of everybody's accent. Get over it. All right, let's see here. Smile work.
Hello?
It's not discrimination, guys. Stop it, please. Hey, what do you got?
Hello?
What do you got?
Yes. So, I want to bring up morality, right? What makes something moral or immoral? You don't believe in God, so that would leave it to be for the strong. So the strongest make the morality. That's how it works.
No, so I'm sorry, sir. I don't believe in a magic fucking man to have morality. I don't need to believe in a fucking nonsense book of fairy tales to have morality. Like you.
Well, that's
you don't
what I'm
have
saying.
No. You don't have morality. Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Just because I'm sure you're a Christian, right? But you don't have morality.
I'm saying this. I'm saying
you don't have morality as a Christian. You can't have morality as a Christian.
I said leave God out of it.
I get morality is from using my brain, right? I can think about others around me. Hey, this might not be a good way to treat that person or that animal. That's how I do this, right?
But I'm saying that that's all opinion based, right? Morality.
So is your morality. So is your morality. It's all opinions.
That's what I'm saying. So the people who are on top are the ones who create the morality. That's what it is. Since there's no God.
No.
Really?
No. Nobody
Then
creates
prove
morality.
to me.
Sir, there is no people at top making the morality. No, we all do as people, okay? And the point is that when we agree upon something, we can establish a rule as to how we should live with each other.
But that's what I'm saying.
Do you think it's okay to kill an innocent animal that didn't have to die?
What I'm saying, I'm not even talking about me. I'm saying
You don't need objective morality. You don't need objective morality to have morality. I don't need a God to have morality.
Hello? Mike, I have proof of God. And I also have proof why you shouldn't be a vegan. Alright, so basically...
How old are you, bud?
How old am I? I'm 18. Anyways, let me get to the point. I want money, I want family,
Wow, that was so hilarious, man. I forgot to laugh.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Can you hear me?
Yep, what do you got?
All right, I just wanted to talk about, on the topic of veganism, I completely agree with you against animal cruelty. I think most people do. But I do think that it's morally acceptable to eat animals. Animal cruelty is wrong, but killing them in the right way and eating them is okay. That's my argument.
So how do you kill them in the right way?
You kill them in the quickest and most merciful way possible.
Okay. So what if I killed you in the most quickest way possible? Would that be morally acceptable to you?
No, I think killing humans is wrong. Killing animals for the right reasons is okay.
Okay, so what's the difference?
Humans are a unique species among Earth because humans possess intellect and free will, and no other species has both of those.
Every animal does. Monkeys,
No.
chimpanzees, dolphins. Yeah, they all
No,
make.
they.
Yes, they do. So again, all animals have the capacity to be intelligent. They all have many of them are intelligent, especially cows and pigs and chickens. They are very intelligent animals. They're also aware of what's happening around them to a degree. Now, I agree. They're not as equal to us in intelligence. I agree. But the problem is that doesn't justify, at least to me, killing someone who didn't have to die, right? I still think that we shouldn't kill them. So what justifies you killing the animals?
Well, like you were saying earlier to someone, you said, the reason they shouldn't is because they can avoid it. They can do something else. But just because I can do something else doesn't mean that I shouldn't do the thing that I want to do, right? So I need protein to live as a human. Animals aren't the only source of protein, but they are a source of protein. And if I want to kill the animal for protein in a humane way, I'm going to do so.
How do you kill someone that doesn't have to die in a humane way?
No, not people, animals. How would I kill an animal in a humane way?
Animals are someone too, right? They have personalities. They have thoughts and feelings, emotions.
Right. I do. Yeah,
Okay,
I agree with that.
So how do you kill someone who didn't have to die humanely?
The way that I do it on the farm that I live on, I raise animals myself, is you shoot it in the head, and it dies pretty quickly. Actually, it dies instantly. It's very humane.
So you're saying if I shot someone in the head, that's humane? That's compassionate?
A person, that would be wrong. An animal, if you were going to eat it, that would be okay.
So I can go up to a dog and shoot a dog in its head, and that's humane to you?
Well, it would depend on your reason. If you were shooting it for fun, that'd be wrong. If you were killing it because you needed the meat, if you needed something to eat to survive, like if I'm stuck on an island and it's just me and a dog, I'm killing the dog and eating it.
Great, me too, but guess what? We don't need to eat the dog in any case. You don't have to eat the
No,
cow.
but we can. I don't need to drink a soda, but if I want to, then I will.
Right, but you don't. But there's a victim involved here, right? See, you don't have to kill the victim. You don't have to kill the victim, do you?
Right. No, you don't. And we're part of the food chain, just like all the other animals.
Great. So why do you kill the victim if you don't have to?
Well, a lion doesn't have to kill a gazelle, but it has to eat it.
Yes, it does. It has to kill the gazelle to eat it, to survive. Right. We don't. We have grocery stores, right? We can choose to eat other foods. So don't you want to minimize harm or do you want to maximize harm?
It depends on, well, I wouldn't say it's harm. If you're killing it in a humane way, like I said before, for food, that's not harm.
But you don't have to eat animals for food at all.
No, but I want to.
That doesn't make it good, though. Just because I want to kill someone doesn't make it good. So what justifies killing an innocent animal?
Because they're designed to be eaten either by us or another animal.
How are they designed to be eaten if they run away from predators? If they run away from us, if they cry when they're going to die, how is that designed? It doesn't make sense to me. Why do you people say this? How are they designed for us if they run from us?
Well, I wouldn't say it's so much. I wouldn't say...
Have you ever seen what happens in a factory farm or in any farm? The animals run away.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's why you have to shoot the animal, because if you don't, right, they're going to run away. They don't want to die. So how is that designed for us? That makes no fucking sense.
Right, no, that's a good point. I would say that it's not so much that things are designed to be killed by something else as it is that we are designed to kill other things, right? Like the lion is designed to kill the gazelle. The gazelle isn't designed to die, but it is...
Okay, so now we're back to square one. We don't have to eat the food animals or so. We don't have to kill them. So why do you do it?
Because my body needs protein, and animals are a source of protein. I mean, look, like, but I mean, I could eat lentils; those have lots of protein, right? But I want to eat chicken, and look, we're part.
Sir, I know you do, but I'm asking. We're talking about ethics here, guys. You guys keep forgetting this is about ethics, right? We have morality here. Do you? We have ethics. Is it ethically better to kill the animal or not kill the animal? What's better ethically?
If you're killing an animal for food, there's not ethics involved.
Yes, there is, because the ethics is involved because you don't have to kill the animal. So we have a choice, and with choice comes responsibility. We have to make the ethical choice. Don't you think so?
Yes, I do believe in ethics.
Okay,
I think most of my ethics
great.
align with yours.
So the most ethical scenario is to eat the plant and not the fucking dog, right?
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it's not restricted directly to that, to you can do something else, so you must. That's a fallacy.
Sir, we don't have to cause the animals harm. So why do you go out of your way to cause them harm if you don't have to?
Bro, I've told you this. I said, look, I need protein. I can get it somewhere else, just like you said. But that's like saying, why would I choose lentils over black beans? They both have protein, right? Why does it matter which I choose?
Because the difference, you're comparing a cow, a sentient individual, to a bean, right? There's a difference there, ethically speaking. I consider the animals in my moral framework because they are sentient, just as we are. They don't want to die. Right?
Well, I guess right. It boils down to, for me, I believe that humans have a higher intrinsic value than animals. Than any other animal on Earth, we have a higher intrinsic value. So to kill another human is wrong, but for us to kill an animal for food is okay.
I agree, we have more value, but it doesn't justify me causing abuse to the animal, right? Just because I think I have more value than you, but I don't abuse you, right? Because I still consider you in my moral framework. So again, why must we kill the animals, whether or not they're more valuable or less valuable than us? Why must we kill them?
We don't have to kill them.
Okay, great.
And I know you're gonna.
So why should we kill them?
We should kill them for food, just like any other animal kills another animal.
But we don't have to kill them for food, right? We can eat other food instead that causes less harm.
We are part of the food chain, and we have instinct like other animals do. And the lion has an instinct to kill a gazelle. I have an instinct to kill a pig.
Did he just say he has an instinct to kill a pig? When I see a pig, I don't go, yummy. I say, oh, I want to cuddle with it. When I see a cow or a dog, I don't say, tasty dog. I go, wow, it's a cute animal. I want to pet it. Have you guys lost your minds? Have you lost your minds? I know you want to kill the animal because you think it's bacon, but the problem is it's not ethical, right? So the guest kept saying, I wanna. Does it? I know you want to, but we're talking about ethics, right? Like we have ethics here, right? I think we all agree that it's wrong to kill a dog. It's wrong to stab a dog, right? So why would you stab a pig? It's the same animal. It's the same thing. They're both morally the same, right? So it's like, how could you even say that?
Animals don't have rights, so how is it unethical?
Oh, really? So I can go up to a dog and stomp its face in and break its bones and break its legs, and that's okay to you because they don't have rights?
Yep.
Oh, really? So if I were to take a dog and smack it and knife its neck, that's good to you? That's okay?
They do not have rights, so it doesn't make it unethical.
Oh, so that's okay. That's perfectly okay.
Yep.
All right, go away. I can't believe what you guys are saying, right? Yeah, animal cruelty, this is fine. Let's just stab the dog. Yeah, let's just kill everything in sight. Let's just kill it. I guarantee you probably cried when you saw the video of that guy kicking his cat. I guarantee you, honestly, say that they love their animals. I love animals. I'm an animal lover. I love dogs. I love cats. They're so cute, right? I guarantee you, all of you cry whenever you see an animal cruelty video, right? Whenever you see a dog getting beat, you go, oh, that guy should be in jail, right? When that soccer player kicked that cat, everybody said that he should be in jail. Everybody, he should be in jail. That's terrible, animal cruelty. But when cruelty happens to an animal behind the closed doors of a factory, behind the closed doors of an animal farm, where they are being gassed alive and stuffed in chambers and stuffed in dark rooms where they can't breathe and they can't see, all of a sudden that's All your ethics goes out the window. All of a sudden, I don't see it. It's not cruelty because I don't see it. I don't see it, so it must not be cruel. That is hypocrisy at its finest. That's hypocrisy to me. I say I love animals and I act that way. When I say I love animals, I actually act that way. I don't kill them for my taste buds. All right, let's see. I'm not pushing my view on you. You don't have to be here, do you? Nobody's ever forcing you to be vegan. What we're saying is maybe it's ethically better to go vegan, right? Nobody's forcing you to be vegan. What we're saying is it seems to be ethically better if you agree that animal cruelty is wrong. It's that simple. It's really that simple. You guys are making it way too complicated for yourselves. Are lions unethical? No, because they have to eat the animal to survive. We don't. Hey, what do you got for us?
Don't you think killing a plant and eating it is cruelty?
No, because they're not sentient.
But you're killing it and eating it.
But they're not sentient. They don't feel pain.
But it's cruelty to kill a plant and eat it.
How if they don't feel pain?
How do you know that the plant is not feeling pain?
They don't have pain receptors or brains and nervous system.
But it's cruel, bro. It's a plant. It's alive.
It doesn't matter if it's alive. So is my left ass cheek. My left ass cheek's alive, sir. A bacteria is alive. It doesn't make it sentient. It doesn't mean it feels pain.
But you're killing the plant and eating it. It's the same way we kill animals and eat it.
No, it's not the same thing because animals are sentient and plants are not sentient.
Okay.
Okay. Have a good day. You guys are like so funny, right? You guys try to, I got him. I'm going to say that plants are being cruelly hurt, right? I'm going to say that to him. I'm going to say that he's killing plants. The funny thing is, if you still think that plants feel pain, I can even agree with you. But guess what? You should still be vegan because vegans kill less plants. So if you really care about the plants, which you don't care about the plants. But if you did, you should be vegan. I'm still right. That's the funny thing. You guys don't even know your own arguments. All right, one last guest here. I love murdering animals. This is my favorite pastime. Yeah, imagine if he said that about dogs. Imagine if somebody said, I love murdering dogs. Like, you'd be like, everybody would like call you like an abuser, right? They would like be mad. But all of a sudden, because you're behind a keyboard, I like killing pigs. Nobody cares, right? Because the culture says that it's okay to kill pigs, but not okay to kill a dog, right? That's your culture. But I'm sorry, the pig is just as sentient and conscious as a dog that we should both consider them morally in our frameworks because they're actually the same. In fact, they're very similar to us. They're not much different. It's fine to kill a dog if it's for a purpose. But there is no purpose to killing a dog. You don't have to kill one. That's the point. That's the point. Oh, here we go. More lion arguments. Oh, how about the lions? Well, I'm sorry, guys. Lions have to eat animals for survival. We don't have to eat animals to survive. We can eat plant-based foods. Again, These are bad arguments, right? It's the same old arguments. How about the lions? How about the lions? Well, I'm sorry. They don't have a choice. We do. It's that simple. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You know, just think it over. Think it over.
Hello.
Yeah.
So, I just feel like, we as humans, we really went millions of years to be in the position that we are today, right? To be able to farm animals, to be able to make our own food, And I feel like, why should we go vegan if we work this hard to be at the top of the food chain?
The fact that we are at the top of the food chain only places more responsibility in us as intelligent beings, because with choices comes responsibility, right? And if we are the ones who are responsible for the planet, as we say we are, if we're the most intelligent beings in the world, as you say we are, well, I think that's only makes us more obligated to be vegan, because with choices comes responsibility. And the most responsible choice is to be vegan for the animals, for the planet, for everything. So again, if we really are smart, we should realize we don't have to kill the animals, so we shouldn't.
Not necessarily, but I feel like, how could it be cruel if we're literally breeding these animals for the purpose of slaughtering them,
Yeah, that's cruel. It's not necessary.
Not really necessary, but like, is it a bad thing? Like we're literally in this position. Is it bad to take advantage of it?
Would you want to be factory farmed? Would you want to be in a gas chamber, gassed alive as a pig? Would you want that?
Well, no, definitely not. But what I'm trying to say is like, we're not animals at the end of the day, right? It's like we're in this position, so why not take advantage of it, right? At the end of the day, like every other animal hunts, and I understand what you're going to say. These animals have to hunt, correct? I understand that. But it's like, we're in a position where we need food as well, right? So it's a viable resource for us to farm animals. So why are we not taking advantage of it? You see what I'm saying?
Because it's cruel. Not ethical.
But you could say a lot of things are cruel, right? Like,
yeah,
at the end of the day, like just like every other animal, we don't necessarily have to hunt our own food because, like you said, it's farms, it's this, etc. But someone has to die at the end of the day. It's the food chain. We're in a cycle of life.
The animals don't have to die. See, we don't take these animals from the wild, right? People forget, but there are 60 billion animals locked in factory farms at this moment, in this moment, right? 75 billion animals per year are killed in factories. These animals don't come from the wild. We're not taking them from the wild. We take them, we breed them into existence. We make them into existence, right? And then we slaughter them just for the fuck of it, right? That's the point. It's a cruel process. It's a cruel cycle. It never ends. And as vegans, what we want to do is stop the cycle of madness and torture. This is torture for the animals. It's cruel, right? Imagine being stuck in a factory farm, gassed alive or slaughtered alive, which happens many times. It is not good. It is not ethical. That's why I want to stop it. Don't you?
I mean, me personally, I eat meat, so I'd be lying to you if I said I do. So, I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree.
I know you eat meat. Before you said that, I knew that. The problem is that it's not ethical. And that's all I'm trying to argue for. I'm trying to argue that the animals should not be they not deserve this cruelty. That's all I'm trying to say here. It shouldn't be that hard for people to grasp.
Yeah, I understand your opinion.
Okay, have a good day. It shouldn't be this hard, right? As soon as I realized that animals are factory farmed, I turned vegan that night, right? When I turned vegan, it was that night, right? It was that night. I said, holy shit, look at what we're doing to these animals. Going vegan. Because I know I was brought up in a culture where it's like great to eat meat, right? I had barbecues when I was a kid, right? I loved barbecues. Yeah, July 4th, get the barbecue. But that was the culture that bred me, that the culture that bred my mindset, that, oh yeah, animals, they're just food, right? Pigs, just food. Cows, just food. So when I saw a vegan or a vegetarian, I was like, oh yeah, he's a vegan, he's skinny, he's weak, he's stupid, right? And that's what you guys are doing now. But if you just understood who these animals are, if you just understood what we're doing, you realize that it's not very ethical at all. And how we treat them is very unfair and unjust. And that's all I'm saying.
Okay. I think it's mainly ethical to you, but as a meat eater, I prefer to eat meat than just eat vegetables by itself.
I don't eat just vegetables.
I mean, I think
I don't eat just vegetables though.
Oh, well,
Lots of foods.
I mean, yeah, but I think people that eat meat, it's their preference. If they want to eat meat, that's their problem. Why is it a problem to
it's your
you?
preference,
People
man.
eat meat?
I know it's your preference, but what I'm trying to argue for is that it's not an ethical preference, right? It's not an ethical choice to make. That's all I'm
So
saying.
if an animal kills another animal for the meat, is that different from a human doing it?
Yes, because the animal has to survive. They don't have grocery stores, right? I don't see lions going to ShopRite or Target or Kmart buying some food, right? They're in the wild, right? They're in the savannas of Africa. They have to eat. But guess who doesn't? We don't. We don't.
Yeah, you don't. But if people like myself that wants to eat meat, that's how we survive, is to eat meat.
I know you want to,
But,
ma'am.
you know-
But I know you want to, and you do. That's very cute. But the problem is, there's a victim, right? And there's an animal that you're killing for that meat. It's not just meat; it's an animal, right? What do you think meat's made of? It's made of an animal carcass. Okay,
It's a meat that has to be eaten by people that love meat.
I know you love to cause animal abuse, but what I'm saying is the abuse is bad, right? Do you think that abuse is okay or bad?
Abuse on an animal?
Yeah.
Well, if it's an animal you have at home, like trained, like a dog or a cat or something like that, yeah, well, that's abuse. But if it's an animal that you eat, like a cow or a chicken or something like that, that's
Okay.
meat.
Do you know how your cows are? Do you know how cows are farmed in factories? Do you know how that happens?
No.
Okay, sure. Well, I'll teach you. They're bred in factory farms. Okay, they grow up, right? They're forced. A lot of them are. The mothers are forced to give milk. They go into machines where their udders are, squeezed, and they have to provide milk for them without their consent, right? And then they grow up, and then guess what? They're still locked in these factories where they barely go outside. They're stuck together, very tightly close together. A lot of them sit in their own feces. A lot of them develop infections. A lot of them die in these factories. But they continue to do this, and then eventually they slaughter them, right? A lot of the cows are hung, or they're stunned, right? They get stunned electrically. A lot of them are still conscious while they're stunned. Then they get rug up on this shack where they're tied, and then they slaughter them. They literally cut their body open, and a lot of these cows are still shaking and crying and screaming while they're being slaughtered alive. This happens quite a lot because the electric stun doesn't always happen. Many times the electric stun doesn't work, and this happens to the cow. Do you think that's abuse? Or do you think that's good?
No, I don't think that's. I mean, if it's part of the chain where you're a meat eater, then what's wrong with that? I mean, I grew up in the Pacific. My father used to slaughter pigs.
Do you understand that cows are sentient, conscious beings who have feelings and emotions? Do you know that?
Yes, I know that because I used to see my dad killing turtles for meat in the Pacific. They used to cry when they were killed. But to me, in order for the Pacific people to survive, meat is part of their.
Okay.
Food.
But do you have to survive on turtles? Do you have to survive on turtles?
Not really, but it's
Okay, great. So you don't have to eat the meat. So why do you do it? Why do you cause abuse if you know that it causes abuse?
Because it's part of what happens to meat, to animals.
I know, but it's not necessary. It's not necessary, is it?
So it's not necessary to you because you're vegan, but it's necessary to meat lovers like myself because that's how we see things.
Ma'am, is it necessary for you to eat a cow? Is it necessary?
Yes.
You have to.
If I'm a meat lover, yes, it is.
Ma'am, loving meat is necessary. I'm asking you, is it necessary for your survival to eat a cow? Yes or no?
Yes.
How is it necessary for your survival?
Because that's what I eat.
Oh my God.
It's just like when vegan eats seafood.
Okay. How is it necessary for your survival to eat a cow?
Because that's what I want to eat is meat.
All
so
right.
if I want to eat.
All right. I can't do that anymore. I can't do this. Guys. I know you want. Okay, Jeffrey Dahmer, I know you want to kill that person. I know Jeffrey Dahmer, I know you want to kill him. I know he's tasty to you, Jeffrey. But you gotta stop killing people, okay? Okay, I'll stop killing people. See, that's the kind of conversation is supposed to happen. You know, maybe you're like Jeffrey Dahmer. Maybe, you just don't care. You don't have empathy for others. Maybe that's the case. But in my world, I have empathy, right? I care about others. I don't want to cause them cruelty. I don't want to cause them abuse, right? So I don't do that, right? Even though I love meat, right? I love meat. It tastes good to me, but I don't want to cause the animals harm because taste is less valuable than life to me. I think life is more valuable than my taste buds. All right, let's bring the next guest in here and
Hello.
Hey, what do you got for us today?
Hey, so I've been listening to your live yesterday and today, and I find your topics really interesting, but I feel that when it comes to meat consumption throughout the course of human history, so like even dating back to the Neanderthal times and the human evolution, because I did see that you did a piece on evolution as well. It is a choice, and even indigenous tribes had mostly vegan diets.
Man, stop. What is your argument against veganism? Go. What's your argument?
Well, I mean, I just think that the capitalism that we have today that is basically factoring into these meat plants that we have, it's terrible what happens to the animals. I mean, but
chicken tastes good. Chicken is good.
You can't blame the consumer, I think, because we're not the ones inflicting the actual abuse. Now, I get it.
Yes,
we are the consumers.
Yes, you are. You are inflicting the abuse, man, right?
How?
You are causing the abuse by purchasing these animals. You're buying their animal parts. You're literally buying their bodies in stores, right?
Because we're hungry.
What do you think?
We're hungry.
I know you're hungry, buddy, but you don't have to eat the fucking animals, right? You can eat a plant-based diet.
No, we don't. We still do. The way the system is set up, it makes it so that you have to consume. But you might as well go and protest the butcher. Go to the butcher.
Really? So then
go complain to the butcher. Why don't you go and try and convert the butcher to veganism? He's the one that's doing the slicing and dicing. We're just the consumer.
The correct option is to go vegan because the more people that go vegan, the less.
Why should we go vegan? What's your argument for veganism? Why are you so concerned about what other people are doing?
Can I speak now? So that we can reduce the amount of suffering that the animals are going through. That's why. Because it's called supply and demand. The more you demand meat, the more you have to supply the meat for you, right? So more animals are going to die. But if you go vegan, you demand less meat, which means less animals die. It's called supply and demand. Okay?
So how you can't we're a part of the abuse. So
yes,
we're part of the abuse
because you're demanding more abuse to happen.
I think it's a little more complicated than that, though, because I mean, I don't.
What about people that have like their own farms and people that have their own like chickens and pigs and stuff? What is your stance on them that are like at least trying to make it a little more, but at the end of the day, they're still eating it. So
Yeah,
either way,
like homesteaders, homesteaders that have obviously crops for vegetables and vegan options, but also at the same time eat meat. Like, let's say, I don't know, like a couple of times a year or a couple of times every couple of months. Like, because even in indigenous tribes, they ate meat, but not
Stop talking about the Sentinel tribes. We're talking about you and me, right? Do you have the capacity to go vegan?
Nope.
Why not?
You should ask this to people that are living paycheck to paycheck. Think about those poor families that don't have enough to go vegan. Do you think they can afford that?
Okay.
Do you think they can afford to not go to the supermarket that's available to them?
I understand your concern, sir.
What's your explanation for them? People that can't afford it.
Anybody can afford to go vegan.
No, they can't. How?
Yes, they can. Yes.
Have you heard of poor people? Do you know poor people?
There are poor people that eat.
So how the
vegan.
fuck are they supposed to find another option when that's probably their only option?
Okay, stop. Pasta,
what
beans,
they supposed to
rice. Do? Sir, stop talking.
What are they supposed to do?
Stop talking. Pasta,
give me an explanation.
Stop talking.
Give me the explanation then.
Pasta, beans, rice, they're some of the cheapest foods on the planet. They are vegan. There are vegan people that are broke. There are vegan people that are poor. There are vegan people that are homeless and they're still vegan, sir. Meat is the most expensive food. So how are you?
How do we get this information to them then? Because clearly they don't know that these are options. Clearly.
They do know it's in this. It's called.
So everybody's making a choice to just eat meat despite having other options. Everybody knows that there are other options, but
yes, of course. Most people understand that beans are cheaper. They're 50 cents at the store. Anybody knows that, sir. Anybody with a brainstem knows that. Even a monkey.
People that want to save money, but some people just don't care. They just don't care.
Exactly. You don't care about the animals. That's why you're not a vegan.
Me?
Yes. You.
Well, yeah, the chicken. I don't want to beat up a chicken, but at the end of the day, I'm going to eat the chicken. I mean,
right, because you're selfish and you don't care.
No, I'm hungry. That's what I'm hungry. That's what it is. I'm not,
but if it was just a
cow can be cute, but I still want a hamburger.
Sir, but if it was just about hunger,
despite this whole life, I still want a burger.
I know that, sir, but just because you are hungry does not mean you have
millions of people like me. I want a burger.
Sir, I know, but you don't have to eat the animal.
I don't want bad stuff to happen to cows, but goddamn it,
but you do. But you
have you ever had a burger?
Oh my gosh! It's like talking to a wall, right? I know you guys want to cause murder and abuse. I know you want to cause abuse, but I'm saying that it's not ethical, right? I'm saying, hey, maybe it's not ethical to cause abuse. I know you guys see meat as a, just a product, right? Because it comes in a fancy package. Has a ribbon on it, freshly selected meat, right? I know you guys don't see it, but behind that fancy packaging is an animal, right? I guarantee you, if every time you bought meat, you would have to see the animal die in front of you, we'd all be vegan. I guarantee you. If we all saw what happened to these animals, 99% of us would be vegan. But the fact that it's closed, behind closed doors, right? It's hidden from us. See it, so we disassociate from it, right? And that's why people are so disconnected to these animals. We're so disconnected to nature. We're so disconnected to the facts that are happening around us. Hey, what do you got for us today?
Well, I just want to say you got a very punchable face.
Says the one who literally causes abuse and suffering to millions of animals.
Yeah, and you're saying that while I'm sitting here eating a burger right now.
Yeah, so you're proud to cause abuse and death to an animal, and then you want to punch.
Yes, sir.
So your entire life is full of violence.
I watched a whole documentary on fucking animals getting slaughtered.
Yeah, exactly. These are the people that these are the people that are not vegan, right? They're literally crazy. I love slaughter. I love killing. I love punching. I love killing people. Like that's their view, right? It's like abuse. It's like part of their culture is abuse and death. It's just weird to me.
Hello.
Hey, what do you got for us today?
I don't know if this is clear here because I'm from the Philippines. So, what do you want to talk about?
Someone just said they want to shoot my face. Wow. Wow. How can you be so hateful to somebody? How can you be that hateful? Wow. I'm sticking up for animals and you guys want to kill me? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you guys want to kill me? All right, let's see here.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what do you got for us?
All right, so I don't think the problem is like changing to veganism. I think the problem is like because people have been eating meat for like years, so it's like the change. I feel like the change is the biggest problem.
How old are
I
you?
feel like that's why people are not really changing.
How old are you?
18.
Yeah, people aren't changing because they're used to it, but I know that. I already know what you're saying. I know they're not going to change. Well, they don't want to change, and it's uncomfortable to change. But the point is that we should change, right? The point is if you agree that it's abuse, we should stop causing abuse. That's all.
All right, I see.
Like, I understand it's uncomfortable to change, and that's why you guys are so hateful, right? Because you see me as someone who just, you're forcing it on me. You stop it. Stop forcing, right? You see me as there's resistance here, right? And I understand that. But there's no need for you guys to be so hateful